Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Chelmsford High School boys varsity soccer game against Billerica High School this evening. A balmy 34 degrees here at game time. It is senior night here at Chelmsford High School, and Chelmsford is in the process of announcing all the seniors onto the field. Chelmsford has 19 seniors on the team. In terms of the roster, out of 24 kids, so very, very, very heavy senior centric. I don't think I've been involved with soccer for a long time. I don't think I've seen that many seniors on a team. It's a testament to all the kids that have stuck with it over the years. Chelmsford comes in here with a 4-0-0 record. They've played one game against Central Catholic, and they played Methuen 3 straight times and is undefeated at this point. And Billerica comes into the game with a 2-1-2 record, 5 games played. They've defeated Andover and Lowell, and tied Lowell, tied Drake, and lost to Drake. So both teams are ready to play on a very cold night. And Billerica is coached by John Vasalla. His 12th year as coach. I'll take a break here for a second. Looks like we'll have the national anthem. All right, everybody, we're back, and I was just mentioning before we went on a quick break, Billerica is coached by John Vassallo, his 12th year as the Billerica head coach. Has had a very successful run. I think they've made the state tournament 10 out of 11 years, and the one year they didn't make it, looks like they barely missed out on it. So they've had some success winning a few state tournament games. So obviously a very strong team. Billerica coming off a good season last year, 9-8-1, qualified for the state tournament and won a first round game. And Billerica, in terms of their against Chelmsford the last few years, Chelmsford has won the last 2 games, both by scores of 1-0. So I would expect another close game tonight. Usually when these two teams hook up, usually the games are pretty close and pretty tight. Billerica, traditionally the last few years, just looking at their record, not a team that scores a ton of goals, but not a team that allows a lot of goals. I think they're a team that's usually plays really hard. They're well coached. Just a tough team to play against. And here comes the Chelmsford Lions out in the field. And Chelmsford is coached by Chris Scanlon, first-year coach for Chelmsford. Coached the Winchester girls for 38 years, kind of a legendary coach in the state, and his first time coaching a varsity boys team. He's had a pretty good success so far with a 4-0-0 record. Chelmsford coming off a good season last year, a 12-5-1 record as well. And here's the opening whistle. Chelmsford with the ball. Lachlan Forgan has it. Pass it over to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy looking up. Pass it over to Kevin Baxter. Kevin Baxter over to Jimmy Nischansky. Back to Jeremy Hargett. Chelmsford just moving the ball around. Over to Elliot Hayes. Over to Shane McDermott. Over to Danny Krigman. Danny back to Elliot Hayes. Back to Danny Krigman. Back to Michael Arakilian. Michael Arakilian loses the ball to number 2, who sends it in. Makes the turn and cleared by Chelmsford by Jimmy Wyszynski. Drew Perrin with the ball. Drew looks up. Passes it back to Danny Krigman. Danny sends it long to Ethan LaFont. Ethan over to Drew Perrin. Tries to send Ethan in, but just a little bit long on that pass. Covered up by Marco Cugno, the goalie for Billerica. Punts it up. I think the wind probably took it down a little bit there. Michael Arakilian fighting for the ball. And we have a call. I'm not sure if that was a foul on Michael or a handball. But it's going to be a Billerica kick nonetheless. Here we go. A direct kick. They kick it up. Kevin Baxter runs in, almost took it. Kevin fighting for the ball. Billerica controls. And Billerica just sends it to the middle. Lachlan Forgan wins the ball over to Drew Perrin. Drew loses it and gets knocked down in the process, so foul on Billerica. And we'll have a Chelmsford direct kick from about the 40-yard line. Looks like Elliot Hayes will take it for Chelmsford. Drew got knocked down by number 9 and number 5. Kind of got sandwiched. Elliot Hayes sends it in the box. Taken by Kevin Baxter. Kevin goes wide to Jimmy Wyszynski. Jimmy Wyszynski looks up. Over to, I believe that was, I'm not sure who that was. I'll have to see. Cross in and covered up by the goalie. Marco Cugno rolls it out to number 9. Number 9, Ethan LaFont steals it. Over to Lachlan Forgan. Lachlan going in, and we have a whistle, and I think we have a foul. But Chelmsford is going on the attack, so it's a little unfortunate, but I think they'll have a direct kick here. So Michael Arakilian will probably take it. Michael's got a very, very strong shot. Usually does well in these opportunities to at least get a scoring opportunity out of it. Might be indirect. Again, at the referee's hand. Looks like Shane McDermott will touch it. Michael shoots it in, low on the ground, and shoots it just wide. And it'll be a goal kick for Billerica. Marco Cugno sends it up, and won by Jeremy Hargett. Over to Shane McDermott. Michael Arakilian running in. He's got the ball in the corner, trying to make a move on the defender. Makes a move. Sends it into the box, and just kicked away by Billerica. Well defended. Kevin Baxter on the Billerica player. Looks like Danny Krigman gets it, and stolen back by Billerica. Billerica sends it up to number 3. Elliot Hayes in the right position, fighting for the ball. Danny Krigman fighting the ball. Number 15 for Billerica has it. And Elliot Hayes gets it, no call. Sends it up to Drew Perrin and just loses control of it, but it's still in bounds. And Billerica knocks it out of bounds, number 7. Chelmsford kick in. Mike Arakilian makes a move on the defender, cutting in. Oh, and he gets tripped. I'm not sure, how much of his foot he got there, but it's a call nonetheless. And Chelmsford will have a direct kick from a very dangerous area, just about the 10-yard line, just outside the box. Looks like Michael Arakilian will take it. Ethan LaFont, yeah, I think it's indirect. We'll touch it. Michael shoots it in. Nice shot. Oh, just over the net. Nice effort there by Michael. Just a couple feet too high, but kind of knew where he wanted to put it. Michael's had a good start to the season. Had I think 3 assists in the first game. Might have had another assist or 2 in the second game. So he's off to obviously a very good start. His younger brother Alex plays on the team, and his older brother David played on the team last year. Was I think one of the leading scorers on the team last year. Billerica ball. Elliot Hayes has it. Back to Joey Sturzo, the goalie. Joey swings it wide to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy up to Lachlan Forgan, but stolen by Billerica, but Lachlan recovers. Back to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy sends it up and defended well by Billerica. Billerica coming in. Number 9 has it, sends it up to number 5 again, defended by Jeremy Hargett. Ethan Lafont tried to get the ball, Drew Perrin with it, and defended well by Billerica. Michael Arakillian steals it. And again, a lot of Billerica players there, well defended by Billerica and stolen by Billerica again. Ball coming back to Danny Krigman. Danny will pass it back to Joey Sturzo, and a little miscommunication there. Could have been dangerous. And what's the call? Looks like it'll be Chelmsford ball. Chelmsford kick in. Yeah, that was a dangerous play there. I think Danny and Joey miscommunicated, and Joey had to come out and get it. Danny passes back to Elliot Hayes. Elliot over to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy over to Shane McDermott, over to Lachlan Forgan. Lachlan over to Shane, back to Jeremy Hargett. Chelmsford moving the ball around well. Jeremy sends it up long to Ethan Lafont. Ethan going in, trying to make a move on the defender. And over to Kevin Baxter. Kevin shoots it in and just wide. Nice play, nice run up there by Chelmsford. Nice pass by Jeremy Hargett up to Ethan. Ethan over to Kevin, and the ball was just off target a little bit, but good build up there for Chelmsford. Going to be a goal kick for Billerica, and won by Billerica. Pass it back. The defender, number 7, has it, and well defended by Danny Krigman. Billerica sends it up. Danny Krigman takes it. Lachlan Forgan gets it. Lachlan with some speed. Over to Drew Perrin, just a little bit off. Ethan Font putting some pressure on the defender, and I think looks like he's going to get called for a foul. I'm not sure what that was. I think maybe a little too much contact again. With the new COVID rules, depending on who the referee is, again, we've had a few games where they've let a lot of stuff go, and we've had a few games, the last game against McDougall, where any even remote contact was called. So again, I think it's a game by game, referee by referee kind of decision here. Ethan Lafont puts a lot of pressure on the defender again. Michael Arakillian gets it and out of bounds, and it'll be Chelmsford kick in. Looks like Danny Krigman will take it. Danny over to Michael Arakillian. Michael over to Shane McDermott. Shane going in, and he is cut off, and I think we have a foul again. I think the referee saw some contact there. Looks like, just based on a few of these calls earlier, looks like the referees are going to call it pretty tight in terms of the contact. So, again, from a game flow perspective, it's not great, but at least hopefully it's consistent. Michael Arakillian sends it in, and saved by Mark Cugno. I think Jimmy Mischansky was there for the rebound, but well defended. Shane McDermott with the ball. Shane over to Jimmy, just a little bit long. And it'll be a Billerica kick in. Billerica, a much younger team than Chelmsford. Chelmsford, again, 19 seniors, has 3 juniors and 2 sophomores on the roster. Billerica, very much the opposite, only 5 seniors on the team, 9 juniors, 9 sophomores, and a freshman. So a much, many more underclassmen. Looks like the player's tying his shoe here, so we have a little bit of a break. Billerica sends it long. Again, defended well by Elliot Hayes. Lachlan Forgan. And we get another call. Again, another whistle, and looks like they're going to call a foul on Billerica again. Not much to these calls in terms of contact, but the referees are going to call it tight tonight, and just the way it is. All right, Elliot Hayes kicks it up into the box. Drew Perrin gets it. Ethan Lafont takes the hit off of the rebound from Drew and kicks it a little bit wide. Again, Chelmsford getting a few chances here. I wouldn't say they've had any tremendous chances, but definitely have had more possession of the ball and just a little more pressure down the other end. Just haven't been able to really connect that well in the final third, but definitely controlling the ball so far. Goal kick by Billerica. Number 5 gets it. And Shane McDermott fighting for the ball. Jeremy Hargett breaks it up. Danny Krigman does a nice job. Over to Michael Erikillian. Michael over to Lachlan Forgan. Lachlan back to Danny Krigman. Danny loses it. And number 3 here for Billerica coming down the wing. Looking. Sends it long. And this is a dangerous play. Joey Sturzo comes out and kicks it out. Very dangerous there. I think, again, a little miscommunication by Chelmsford. And Michael Erikillian gets knocked down, and I believe we're going to get a foul on Billerica, and it'll be a Chelmsford kick. Yeah, there have been a couple of plays here where Chelmsford, I just don't think there's been great communication, and Joey Sturzo's had to come out and kind of kick the ball out a few times. Elliot Hayes over to Joey. Joseph Sturzo back over to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy over to Jimmy Mischansky. Jimmy back to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy sends it up tries to send it to Ethan LaFont. Drew Perrin has it, trying to make a pass. Lachlan Forgan gets it. Lachlan looking up. And over to Danny Krigman. Danny over to Michael Erikillian. And Michael loses it. Elliot Hayes going back for the ball. Sends it over to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy back to Elliot Hayes. Over to Shane McDermott. Back to Elliot Hayes. Wide to Danny Krigman. Danny looking back to Elliot Hayes. Chelmsford just content passing the ball around at this point. Elliot Hayes over to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy over to Shane McDermott. Shane back to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy again sends it long. Up to Ethan LaFont. Ethan with the ball. And looks like, not sure what the call was. We have 3 substitutions here for Chelmsford. We have Evan Stover, Alex Erikillian, and Seamus Doherty coming in the game. We have Danny Krigman, Shane McDermott going out, and Jimmy Mischansky. What the call was there. It'll be a Chelmsford kick in. Actually, it might be, is it a corner kick? Looks like they called a foul, so Chelmsford has the ball in the corner. They'll take the kick. Looks like Seamus Doherty will take it. Seamus kicks into the box, and defended well by Billerica. Again, Seamus sends it up to Kevin Baxter. Kevin to Drew Perrin. Drew trying to make a turn, but could not. Well defended by Billerica. Good step up there by Alex Erikillian. Elliot Hayes going back and just kicks out of bounds. Number 17 for Billerica was coming on, so Elliot just kicked it away at this point. It'll be a kick in for Billerica on the side. Kick in, but sends into the box. Again, well defended by Elliot Hayes. Ethan LaFont with it. Sends it up to Drew Perrin. Again, defended well by Billerica. Billerica with the ball, number 5. Passes it over and cut off by Kevin Baxter. It'll be a Billerica kick in. Billerica sends it up long, and a long shot by Billerica, and ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Chelmsford kick in. So Evan Stover has it. Steven Spofford, number 24, comes in the game for Kevin Baxter. And again, we have a whistle there. Not sure what the call was. We have 3 Chelmsford players kind of around the ball: Michael Erickson, Elliot Hayes, and looks like Evan Stover. Looks like we have a Billerica player tying his shoe again. And here's the whistle. And again, I'm not sure what's going on here. The referee talking to the players. I think telling Billerica to kind of back off, give Chelmsford their space. And there we go. Elliot Hayes sends it up long. Steven Spofford with some speed sends it up to Drew Perrin. And Ethan LaFont with it. Ethan coming in. And again, nice play there by the goalie. Marco Cugno comes out and gets the ball. And from Ethan LaFont, who's on it. But just a few feet and would have had it. Billerica sends it up. Lachlan Forgan wins the ball, but Billerica wins it right back. Number 9 with the ball. Sends it up. Defended well by Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy Hargett, again, tries to send it into Ethan LaFont. Defended well by Billerica. Elliot Hayes gets it. Seamus Doherty with it. Seamus over to Evan Stover. Evan Stover back to Elliot Hayes. Elliot Hayes back to Evan Stover. Evan sends it up to Ethan. Ethan made a turn. He got fouled. Again, kind of unfortunate, some of these fouls where Ethan was about to make a turn and he had a breakout with Drew Perrin, but they called the contact and Chelmsford would still get a kick. Seamus Doherty will take it. Ethan LaFont, kicked it in, and Stephen was there, but just defended again well by Billerica. Billerica's defended well so far, made it difficult for Chelmsford to really get any tremendous chances again. Chelmsford with more ball possession and be able to get the ball down the Billerica end, but just have not been able to really finish. Ball is sent in. Michael Erickillian with it, and he's going to get called, I think, for a push-off on the Billerica player, and it'll be a Billerica kick. Looks like we have a couple substitutions ready to come in for Chelmsford. We have Ryan Parks, number 2, and Danny Crittenden back, looking to come back in the game, number 12. Billerica sends it up to midfield. Jeremy Hargett steps up, gets it. Alex Erickillian with it back to Elliot Hayes. Elliot Hayes sends it up the middle to Drew Perrin. Drew up to Ethan LaFont. Ethan LaFont with some speed. And Ethan with it. And the goalie's out. Ethan trying to make a move. Oh, again, defended well by Billerica. And not sure what the call is there, but might have been offside on Chelmsford. But again, the Billerica goalie made a nice read, nice play, came out on Ethan. Get the replay there. Ethan was going in. And yeah, the goalie just right timing. Elliot Hayes switches it over to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy just clears it up and out of bounds to relieve the pressure. We have a couple of substitutions for Billerica. Number 8, Dan Burns, and number 12, Ryan Gayton coming in at this point too for Billerica. Drew Perrin coming out of the game. Michael Erickillian coming out of the game. Nice play there by Lachlan Forgan. Lachlan's had a tremendous season so far in that midfield position. Nice pass up there by Chelmsford. Steven Spofford. That's number 2. No, I'm not sure who that was for Chelmsford. I think it was Ryan Parks, actually. Thought it was Steven Spofford for a second, but nice run there. It'll be a Chelmsford kick in. Alex Erickillian over to Steven Spofford, back to Alex Erickillian, and we have a whistle from the referee. And I believe the first quarter is over. So after one quarter here, we have a 0-0 score, and we'll be back in a few minutes. back here for the second quarter of the Chelmsford-Billerica game. Again, 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. Game has gone kind of typically how Chelmsford-Billerica games go. It's tight in terms of the score. I think Chelmsford definitely had more possession and more time in the offensive zone of Billerica, but Billerica defended well. Alex Killian with a nice step up there over to Jimmy Miszczanski. Jimmy Miszczanski looking, sends it up to Steven Spofford, and I think they're going to call Billerica. I'm not sure if he got it with his head, or his hand, but it'll be a Chelmsford kick. So Alex Killian will take it. It's a direct kick. Alex sends it up. Danny Krigman with the ball. Lachlan Forgan now. Lachlan looking back to Elliot Hayes. Elliot Hayes over to Evan Stover. Evans tries to send it into Ethan LaFont. Again, defended well by Billerica. Chelsea's been trying that play a lot, trying to send it up to Ethan or Drew into the middle, and Billerica's defended that almost every single time. It's been a tough play to make. Elliot Hayes gets knocked down by the Billerica player, and get a foul on Billerica. I'm sorry, on Chelmsford. It's like Elliot must have called the foul on Elliot Hayes. Yep. Yeah, Elliot fell down, but he actually committed the foul before he did that, so it'll be a direct kick here for Billerica. On the foul, Billerica sends it into the box. Defended well by Alex Killian. Seamus Doherty with it. Seamus sends it up to Danny Krigman, and ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a Chelmsford kick in. Evan Stover will take it. Evan over to Seamus Doherty. Seamus Doherty back to Elliot Hayes. Elliot sends it long and defended by Billerica. Ryan Parks with it and just overruns it. Lachlan gets it back. Seamus Doherty up to Danny Krigman. Seamus Doherty gets it back. Over to Ryan Parks. Danny Krigman with it. And again, Jimmy Miszczanski with it. Jimmy Miszczanski back to Alex Killian. Alex back to Lachlan. Lachlan looking for a turn. Back to Alex Killian. Back to Seamus Doherty. And sends it up to Danny Krigman. Danny on the outside, trying to cut in, cuts in. And again, defended well by Billerica. And they're going to call, I think, I'm not sure if he can get that with his head. Again, Billerica playing 5 in the back, so playing a very, very defensive formation. They've really clogged the middle for Chelmsford so far. I'd say doing a really good job of that, making it difficult for Chelmsford to really do anything. I think Chelmsford's probably going to have to change their tactics a little bit in terms of if they want to kind of get some more offense going. Jimmy Miszczanski with it. Jimmy tries to send it up to Ryan Parks, and again cut off by the Billerica player, number 4. Switches the field. And again, Evan Stover gets it back. Billerica gets it back again. And Stover kicks it back up. It's Ryan Parks running onto it. Over to Danny Krigman. And Billerica gets it and will kick it out of bounds to relieve the pressure. It'll be a Chelmsford kicking. 2 new players coming in for Billerica, number 12, Ryan Gayton, and number 19, Cam Sostet. Will be coming to the game for Billerica. Short. Ryan Parks with it over to Danny Krigman. And loses it, and it'll be a Billerica kick in. Looks like Drew Perrin getting ready to get back in the game for Chelmsford. Yeah, I would say, it's Billerica's playing a very defensive game so far in terms of, kind of clogging the middle and playing in the back in terms of 5 defenders and make it tough for Chelmsford. I think just, at this point, looking for a counter, which at that point looks like they almost had the opportunity, and Evan Stover tries to kick it out of bounds. Billerica with it, and Elliot Hayes gets it, sends it up to Lachlan Forgan. Lachlan over to Alex Killian. Alex Turns it back to Joey Sturzo. Joey sends it up to Jimmy Mischansky. Jimmy controls it. Over to Steven Spofford. Steven Spofford sends it up to Ethan Lafont. Ethan Lafont with the run in. Ethan Lafont making a move, makes a move, and great save. Danny Krigman with the rebound. And again, saved by the Billerica defender. Nice play there by Ethan Lafont. Best scoring chance of the game for Chelmsford. Great save by the goalie, Michael Krigman, and Danny Krigman just almost there for the rebound. So Drew Perrin will go in. Ethan Lafont will come out of the game at this point. About 13, a little under 14 minutes left here in the second quarter. Still a 0-0 game. Seamus Doherty sends it into the box. Jimmy Wyschansky there. Jimmy sends it in. And no one there. And number 12, Danny Krigman gets it and bumped off the ball by the Billerica defender. And it'll be a Chelmsford kick in. Seamus Doherty again sends it in the box. Stephen Spofford with it. Lachlan Forgan kicks it in and just wide. And it'll be a goal kick for Billerica. Michael Killian back in the game. Looks like Michael's going in for, looks like it'll be Danny Krigman. Yep, Danny Krigman. Number 10 from Billerica on the attack with some speed and got bumped off the ball, but still with it. Goes in the corner. Alex Killian defending, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be I think a goal kick for Chelmsford. We have two substitutions in for Billerica. Number 14, Joseph Haggerty, and number 11, Collin, coming in the game for Billerica. Again, Billerica playing very defensive, just looking for the counterattacks at this point, and they've had a couple. Alex Killian sends it up. Again, stolen by Billerica. Take the shot, and didn't get much on it. Number 14, Joe Haggerty, and Joey Sturzo saves it. And Killian, ball gets knocked out of bounds via Chelmsford kick in. Paul Tucker, number 8, looking to come in the game. Paul going in for Ryan Parks. And Steven Spofford come out of the game, and looks like we'll have must have missed a substitution here. Billerica on the attack, takes the shot, and Joey Sturzo comes out and makes the save. Throws it up. The wind definitely took hold of that one. Billerica steals it. Alex Killian gets it over to Kevin Baxter. Kevin over to Drew Perrin. Drew Perrin looking, and ball I think goes out of bounds. Be a kick in here for Billerica. 13, Caden Kabuga will take it. Referee talking to Billerica. Not sure what this conversation is all about. Telling Chelmsford to back off on this kick in. About 10 minutes here left in the second quarter. In half. Billerica sends it long, but goes out of bounds. It could be a Chelmsford kick in. Shane McDermott, number 14, coming in the game. Lachlan Forgan will come out of the game. Lachlan's played a really strong game in the midfield so far. Lachlan a senior. Shane also a senior. Jimmy Wyschansky kicks it up over to Seamus Doherty. Paul Tucker with it. Paul Tucker over to Drew Perrin. Drew Perrin trying to make a move. Drew over to Seamus Doherty. Over to Kevin Baxter. Kevin Baxter over to Paul Tucker. Over to Drew Perrin. And again, defended well by Billerica. They had 3 people all clogged in the middle there, really making it hard for Chelmsford. Billerica on the attack. Evan Stover back to Joey Sturzo. Joey just clears it up and kicks it out of bounds, and it'll be a Billerica kick in. Number 6 for Billerica coming in. Elias Flaunis will come into the game. And we have Shane McDermott with it. Shane sends it up long, but no one there. Defended by Billerica. Stolen by Seamus Doherty again, but stolen back by Billerica. Seamus with it again. Seamus sends it up long, and Billerica controls it. Paul Tucker with it. And here comes Michael Killian. Michael making a move. And I think the ball went out of bounds. I'm not sure if we're going to have a corner kick here. Yeah, I think we'll have a corner kick. Chelmsford just has not been really able to get any sustained offensive pressure going. I mean, definitely held the ball more, but and they'll take the corner kick here. Seamus Doherty sends it in to the box, and not sure what the call is. I think the referee's calling a foul on. I'm not sure who he's calling a foul on. It's going to be a direct kick for Chelmsford, or a kick from Chelmsford from just outside the box. This will be interesting here, a dangerous position. With the COVID rules, the Billerica players are not allowed to make a wall, so they're supposed to be spaced apart. We'll see how much the referee enforces this. This is, if the referee follows all the rules here and spaces them apart, it's a difficult kick to defend. He's telling them to spread apart, and I think they're kind of doing it as best as they can. Still talking to them, a lot of time going by here. And it looks like, I'm not sure if Michael Killian will take this or Drew Perrin. He's still talking to the Billerica players, trying to get them to spread apart more. Again, it's a tough kick to defend. Chelmsford waiting for the referee to blow their whistle. It's like and again saved by the goalie there, right? I think Seamus Doherty hit it right to the goalie. He made a nice save. Again, a dangerous play there, but again defended by Billerica, and again Chelmsford just has had a few of these opportunities, just has not been able to finish it. Another couple substitutions here. I'll take Jeremy Hargett, number 11, in the game. Jimmy Wyszynski coming out of the game. Chelmsford. Billerica sends it long, defended by Evan Stover. That'll be a kick in for Billerica. Chelmsford kick in at this point. Willie Hayes with it. The ball stolen by Billerica, but Shane McDermott gets it back. Billerica steals it right back. And ball bouncing around. Drew Perrin with it. Drew looking up. Sends it wide up to Kevin Baxter. Kevin Baxter on it. And I think we're going to have a call on Billerica. Billerica player was trying to shield Kevin off the ball, which I think in the way the referee's been calling the game will get called as a foul. And Chelmsford with another kick. Looks like Seamus Doherty will take it. Seamus sends him to the box. Ball bouncing around. Drew Perrin with it, and again, goalie right there, well positioned. Not a hard shot, but he was in good position to get the ball. We have Ethan LaFont and Lachlan Forgan looks like they were getting ready to come back in the game. About 4.5 minutes left here. Evan Stover with a nice play. Evan coming up. Evan sends it up to Drew Perrin. Again, Billerica 1, 2, 3, like 6 bodies in the middle there. Billerica with the ball. Number 14 up to number 11, but Jeremy Hargett steals it over to Seamus Doherty. And Billerica steals it back. I think they'll call the foul on number 11 for Billerica. No, I'm not sure who the foul. It looks like they're calling on Seamus Doherty. I don't know. There was, I thought I saw the Billerica player pushing the Chelmsford player, but the referee saw it the other way, so it'll be a Billerica kick. From a dangerous spot again. Billerica player sends it in and controlled by Joey Sturzo easily. Sends it up to Alex Arakillian. Oh, Michael Arakillian, I'm sorry. Michael Arakillian with it. Over to Alex Arakillian. Back to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy Hargett up the middle to Seamus Doherty. Seamus Doherty looking up. Switches the field over to Evan Stover. Evan Stover back to Elliot Hayes. Back to Evan Stover. Back to Shane McDermott. Over to Seamus Doherty. And it's broken up by Billerica. Billerica number 17 with the ball. Defended there well by Evan, and it'll be off of Chelmsford, and it'll be Billerica kick in. Still 0-0 at halftime. 2.5 minutes here left in the half. Tight game so far. I would say just Chelmsford's had a few opportunities, but overall Billerica's defended the ball well. Billerica just sends it in, and Joey Sturzo right there. Joey sends it over to Alex Arakillian. Alex up to Kevin Baxter. Kevin tries to make a pass to Shane McDermott, stolen by Billerica, and we get a foul called on Shane McDermott for Chelmsford, and the Billerica kick in again. I know it's probably frustrating for the players. Some of the fouls that are getting called are not much contact, but those are kind of the rules. Elliot Hayes with it. He might have just got called for a handball. Not sure if that was in the box or not. That would be unfortunate if it is. I don't know what the call is here. Yep, he got with his hand. He was right on the line. Looks like the referees are not calling it a PK. But it's going to be a kick from just, again, in a dangerous spot. So a little under 2 minutes here left in the half. 0-0 game. Big moment here in the game for Billerica. A huge opportunity for them to score. Let's see what they can do with it. Referee still talking to the Chelmsford players. I don't know if he's trying to get them to spread apart more. This is a direct kick, I believe. Billerica ready to take it. Billerica takes it and shoots it over the net. The Billerica player very frustrated with himself. It's a great opportunity, especially here at the end of the half, to potentially put them up 1-0. So the game stays at 0-0. And again, Chelmsford will have a goal kick here. Joey Sturzo with it. Again, can't punt it past the 50, just based on the new rules. Sends it on the ground, over to the Billerica player. Billerica player, and Billerica scores! Oh, very unfortunate for Chelmsford. Number 10, I believe, for Billerica. Joey Sturzo with the goal kick, stolen by the Billerica player, number 10, and just shot it into the goal. And Billerica goes up 1-0 here. And number 10, with little time left here in the half. So Chelmsford down here in a game. I would say they've had more better chances and more possession, but that's just the way soccer is, and Billerica made the most of its opportunity. Drew Perrin with the ball. Drew shoots it over the net. And it'll be a goal kick for Billerica. And looks like we have halftime. So at the half, Billerica 1, Chelmsford 0 on a late goal there by Billerica. second half of the Chelmsford first Billerica boys varsity soccer game. 1-0 Billerica on a late goal. And let's see on senior night here if Chelmsford can try to have a better second half here. Lachlan Forgan with it. Lachlan looking up. Sends it up long to Ethan LaFont. Ethan running in. Ethan with some speed. Ethan with the And I think it'll be a corner kick here for Chelmsford. So Chelmsford on the attack early. Sends it up to Ethan. Ethan and Seamus will work the corner kick. Seamus sends it into the box. Defended well by Billerica. Elliot Hayes with it. Elliot sends it up. Kevin Baxter doing some work there. Kevin over to, and I think the ball was out of bounds, so it'll be Billerica kick in. Kevin Baxter steals it over to Ethan LaFont. Ethan over to Seamus Doherty. Seamus Doherty back to Elliot Hayes. Elliot over to Evan Stover. Elliot over to Lachlan. Seamus Doherty. Seamus Doherty back to Evan Stover. Over to Elliot Hayes. Elliot swings it wide over to Alex Arkillian. Alex tries to send it up to Kevin Baxter. I think we have a handball. So it'll be a kick for Chelmsford. Seamus Doherty with it. And no whistle there. Alex with it. Alex chips it up and just a little bit more. And we'll have a Chelmsford kick in here. There on it. Trying to make a move inside, kicks it in, but kicks it wide. Goal kick here for Billerica. Sends it up. Nice play there by Evan Stover, nice step. Again, defended by Billerica, who kicks out of bounds for the Chelmsford kick in. Over 3 minutes here gone in the third quarter. Stover with it. Over to Michael Arkillian. Michael over to Lachlan Forgan. Lachlan Forgan with some speed. Sends it up to Ethan LaFont. Ethan trying to make a move on the defender, over to Drew Perrin. Lachlan Forgan sends it in, and on the ground, again, saved by the Billerica goalie. Hard shot, but Billerica goalie was just in the right place again. Well positioned. Kicks it up. And I think a foul on Chelmsford, so a kick for Billerica. Billerica sends it along. Oh, and again, a dangerous play there. Billerica sends it in again, and the ball just goes wide. Nick Perrin, I believe Nick Perrin's in the game. Nice play there by Nick Perrin. So Billerica with, again, a few dangerous chances here. Evan Stover passes it up to Seamus Doherty. Seamus over to Lachlan Forgan. Lachlan again with some speed in the middle. Sends it up to Kevin Baxter. Kevin again just a little bit too much and right to the Billerica goalie. Chelmsford having a hard time finishing in this game. They've had a few good chances. They've definitely had more possession, like we talked about in the first half. Billerica defending really well. and making it tough for Chelmsford, especially in the middle of the field as they get close to the goal. Billerica sends it up and ball out of bounds. We get Chelmsford kicking. Up to Stover, over to Alex Heraclian. I'm sorry, up to Evan Stover. Michael Heraclian sends it up to Drew Perrin. Drew Perrin with it, looking to turn. Over to Alex Heraclian. Alex over back to Drew Perrin. Drew Perrin broken up by Billerica. Billerica sends it on again. Jeremy Hargett, stolen by the Billerica player. Billerica sends it to the middle. And Seamus Gordy gets the ball back. Seamus looking over to Michael Heraclian. Michael with some speed. Cutting to the middle. Sends the ball over to Kevin Baxter. Defended well by Billerica, back to Michael Heraclian. Michael looking for a shot. Michael takes the shot, and again, saved by the goalie. Perfect position. So any chances that Chelmsford has had, the Billerica goalie's done a really nice job in terms of just being where he needs to be. Still 1-0 here, 13 minutes left in the third quarter. Billerica kicks it up. Wing knocks it down. Billerica kicks it up. And Elliot Hayes back to Evan Stover. Evan Stover over to Seamus Doherty. Seamus Doherty over to Lachlan Forgan. Tries to get it to Ethan Lafont. To Drew Perrin. Drew tries to send it up to Ethan, defended by Billerica. Seamus Doherty tried to get it, lost it, but Evan Stover gets it. Evan looking up. Evan tries to send it up to Drew Perrin, and stolen by Billerica. Billerica on the counter. Elliot Hayes with a nice step. Elliot with some speed, with a nice move. Still with it. Sends it over to Kevin Baxter. Kevin tries to get it to Seamus, but stolen by the Billerica player. And Billerica sends it long. Billerica player is offside. Looks like Steven Spocker, number 24, getting ready to get in the game for Chelmsford. Chelmsford and get Billerica kicking. Ethan Font steals it. Ethan and Drew, a quick 2-on-1. Ethan with some speed over to Drew Perrin and defended well by Billerica. Again, Seamus Doherty gets it. Seamus on the wing to outside to Drew Perrin. Drew Perrin looking, makes a move, cuts it in. Oh! Kevin Baxter was there, and just ball goes out of bounds. Nice play there by Chelmsford, but again, nothing comes of it. Nice move there by Drew Perrin on the replay. Talking to the Billerica player. Not sure what the call was there. I think. Again, not sure. But it looks like it'd be a kick for Chelmsford. So a good opportunity here for Chelmsford. With about 10 minutes here left in the third quarter. lot of time being wasted here on this whole discussion, but the referee trying to separate the Billerica players. So again, Chelmsford being down 1-0, this is a great opportunity for Chelmsford here. Let's say they're getting to the point, still a lot of time left, but need to take advantage of their opportunities. Like Michael Eric going to take it. And again, referee blowing the whistle, not sure. Calling over Chelmsford. Oh, blocked. Again, didn't get anything out of that for Chelmsford. It's really been the story of the game, I would say. Billerica has just defended it really, really well. I think they came in here with the game plan to defend and counter, and so far they've executed that really well. And looks like we'll have a Chelmsford kick in. Danny Pregame also coming in the game, number 12. And number 11 for Billerica, Ron Coleman coming in the game as well. A lot of time here, except the referee able to whistle. Even the font trying to make a move to cut in, and it'll be a kick for Billerica. I'm not sure again what the call was there, but Billerica sends it up. By Alex or Killian. And again, we have another whistle. Just this whole sequence, just no flow to it. Just whistle after whistle after whistle, a lot of time. Those are the rules, but I'm sure it's frustrating for the players as well. But it'll be a Chelmsford kick here. Chelmsford will take it, sends it into the box. Repairing. Heads it. He's going to get called, I think, for that. Again, with the COVID rules, there is no heading. So I'm sure it will be a kick for Billerica. 7 minutes here left in the third quarter. Goal kick for Billerica. And they send it up. Evan Stover with it. Evan still with the ball. Over to James Doherty. James over to Drew Perrin. Drew Perrin going in. And I don't know what the call is here. Again, this is I have no idea what the call was, but I'd say this whole third quarter there's been no flow to the game whatsoever. A lot of whistles. Very frustrating. Rick kicks it up and out of bounds. And it'll be a Chelmsford kick in. Evan Stover kicks it into Ethan LaFont. Billerica gets it. Billerica sends it up. Elliot Hayes in the right position. Over to Evan Stover. Evan over to Ethan LaFont. To Drew Perrin. And Drew loses it to Billerica. Billerica sends it up. Deflected off the Chelmsford player. Danny Krigman gets it, but it's going to get called, I think, for a handball. Danny Pregame kicks it in. Ethan Lafont with it. Ethan making a move around the defender. Ethan trying to cut in. Crosses it to Drew Perrin. Save again by the goalie. Drew didn't get a lot on the shot. Nice pass there by Ethan. Anytime Chelmsford's getting close, the goalie again has done a really nice job. Evan Stover over to Lachlan Forgan. Lachlan over to Alex Erkillian. Over to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy sends it long up to Ethan Lafont. Ethan running in. And the goalie kicks it up out of bounds. Potentially dangerous play there, but well read by the Billerica goalie. Alex Erkillian over to Jeremy Hargett. Over to Lachlan Forgan. Over to Elliot Hayes. Elliot Hayes tries to send it up to Drew Perrin. And stolen by Billerica. Billerica just sends it long. Elliot Hayes over to Evan Stover. Evan Stover sends it up to Drew Perrin. Just deflected off Drew's foot and right to the Billerica goalie. The goalie sends it up. Evan Stover gets it over to Seamus Doherty. Seamus with the turn. Still with it. Over to Evan Stover. Over to Lachlan Forgan. Back to Jeremy Hargett. Over to Alex Erkillian. Jeremy Hargett with it. Over to Evan Stover. Over to Drew Perrin. Drew Perrin sends it into Danny Krigman. And defended well by Billerica. Danny saves it. And ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be, I believe, Chelmsford ball. Number 10 for Billerica looking to come back in the game. Joe De Silvanetto, I believe he's the one who had the goal. And I thought that was Chelmsford ball, but they're going to call a goal kick for Billerica. Surprised by that call, but that's the call. Sends it up. Evan Stover defends it. Evan sends it to the middle. Billerica gets it. Number 7 Billerica sends it up and out of bounds. And Chelmsford kick in. About 2 minutes here left in the third quarter. Still 1-0 Billerica. Chelmsford with some chances, but just not able to finish. And Billerica defending the ball. Good goaltending. Billerica just sends it up in the air. Headed by Evan Stover, and again, he'll call for that. And it'll be a kick here for Billerica from a dangerous spot. Send it into the box. Michael Erkillian coming back in the game. So we'll come out. Billerica player making a couple nice moves. Billerica looking for a foul, didn't get it, and Chelmsford with the ball. Seamus Doherty with it. Pass it back to Elliot Hayes. Elliot Hayes over to Lachlan Forgan. They're going to call the foul on Chelmsford, so it'll be a Billerica kick. Not sure what that was about. Another whistle. towards the end of the third quarter, I believe. With Billerica up 1-0. Hopefully Chelmsford in the last 20 minutes here can get some momentum going and get it back. And we'll see everyone in a few minutes. Here for the fourth quarter of the Chelmsford versus Billerica game. Chelmsford down 1-0. And Billerica sends it long, well defended by Jeremy Hargett. And Danny Criggin steps up, stolen by Billerica. Michael Eric-Killian fighting for it, and be a foul on Billerica. Chelmsford has about 20 minutes here to try to make something happen. I think it's been Elliot Hayes with it over to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy over to Alex Eric-Killian. Alex over to Jeremy Hargett. And they're going to call the foul on Billerica. This would be a Chelmsford kick. Jeremy over to Alex Eric-Killian. Alex over to Elliot Hayes. Elliot tries to send it up to Michael. It's defended well by Billerica. Billerica on the attack. Michael gets it over to Stephen Spofford. Sends it up to Ethan Lafont. Ethan going in on a breakaway. Ethan suits it, and a save by Billerica. Ethan again with the shot. Saved again. Oh my. Billerica goalie with a tremendous sequence there. Two tremendous saves. Chelmsford with point blank opportunities. Looking at the rebound here. Wow. What a great sequence for Billerica goalie. Really just keeping him in the game. Seamus Doherty sends it in, it's long. Again, not sure what the call was there. We have a whistle. We have one referee in terms of the two referees, there's definitely one that's been blowing whistles for a lot of things, which I think has really disrupted the flow of the game, but it is what it is. Billerica sends it up. Stephen Spofford steals it. Stephen going in. And there's both players got tripped up, but no call either way. Stephen again, able to steal the ball. I think should be a foul on Billerica there. And we'll get the foul, and it will be a kick for Chelmsford. Seamus Doherty will try to send it in, see if Chelmsford can make something happen with this. Seamus sends it in. Ball bouncing around. And Billerica just sends it up, clears it up. That'll be a kick in for Chelmsford. Lachlan Forgan with it. Lachlan sends it up to Drew Perrin. Drew over to Ethan LaFont. A lot of players there. It's not much you can do. There was like 4 or 5 players right around him. They've had a tough time with that all night. It's usually they've had more danger when they've gotten players into space. Ethan LaFont with it. Ethan on a breakaway. Ethan shoots. And again, saved by the Billerica goalie. And we have a call. I'm not sure what the call is. We have some words there in the box. Again, I'm not sure who the call is on. I don't know if it's going to be a PK or a goal kick. I mean, actually, in reality, it looks like the Chelmsford player got... When you look at the replay, actually, Drew Perrin got knocked down in the box, but somehow Billerica's getting a goal kick out of this. So, fortunate for them. And again, I think the Billerica goalie is played unreal tonight with some just unbelievable saves. Alex Arakilian with it, over to Stephen Spofford. Stephen Spofford back to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy looking up, sends it up to Seamus Doherty. Seamus Doherty looking wide to Michael Arakilian. And we're going to have, I don't know if it's a foul on Billerica, but Chelmsford will have a kick. Another opportunity. 14.5 minutes here left in the game for Chelmsford. Michael sends it in, and Billerica goalie makes a tremendous save again. Punts it up. Lachlan Forgan steals it and fouled, I think, from behind. It'll be a Chelmsford kick. Just a lot of these calls, just a lot of time goes off the clock for Chelmsford, which is down 1-0. It's taken up a lot of time. Elliot Hayes with it, sends it over to Jeremy Hargett. A little miscommunication there between Jeremy and Elliot. Jeremy still with it. Jeremy looks still with the ball, cutting in wide, crosses it in. Drew Perrin sends it in, and Lachlan Forgan shoots it, but wide. About 13 minutes left here in the game. It's just one of those games I would say where I think Chelmsford's control of possession in most of the play, but Billerica's up 1-0. Made the most of their opportunity, and I think the Billerica defense and the goalie have played really great games. But still plenty of time here left for Chelmsford to try to, equalize or go ahead in this game. Chelmsford kick. Elliot Hayes is going to send it long. Looking for Stephen Spofford. Stephen with it. Over to Drew Perrin. And ball kicked out of bounds by Billerica. This will be a Chelmsford kick in. Alex Killing will take the kick in over to Ethan LaFont. Ethan trying to make a move in. Still with the ball. Shoots it. Oh my gosh, another. Wow. Just incredible saves. I think Ethan LaFont, any other game, might have had 4 or 5 goals, but by now the Billerica goalie has just had his number all night long. But, just got to keep shooting and keep trying and see what happens. Elliot Hayes sends it in. Ethan LaFont with it. Ethan with it. Turns. Shoots. Oh, he scores! Ethan LaFont with the goal. Finally. Makes it 1-1. And Chelmsford ties it up with about 11 minutes left in the game. Ethan LaFont had so many opportunities and finally puts one away. Billerica sends it long. Jeremy Hargett with it. Garen just clears out of bounds. Billerica kicks it in. Alex Killian with it. And ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Chelmsford ball. So about 10.5 minutes here left. Chelmsford ties it up 1-1. Not sure what that was all about, but it's going to be Billerica ball. There have been a few strange calls tonight where I'm not really sure what the call was or what the discussion was, and that's another one, but it'll be, it's like a Billerica kick. You send it into the box, and the ball hits the side of the net, and it'll be a goal kick for Chelmsford. Number 19, Cam Sostet coming in the game, and number 9 coming in the game for Billerica as well. I'm sorry, Brady Hunt, number 19, and Cam Sostet, number 9. Goal kick for Chelmsford. Stephen Spofford saves it. Alex Killian sends it up to Ethan LaFont. Ethan with it, trying to go around the defender. Oh, and kicked out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Chelmsford. James Doherty sends it in. Ball bouncing around. Oh, Danny Krigman with the shot. Goes deflected off the Billerica defender. Billerica just clears it up. Lachlan Forgan with it. Lachlan over to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy Hargett sends it back up to Michael Killian, and number 7, Billerica just clears it up. Drew Perrin almost had that. Jeremy Hargett that just sends it long. Drew Perrin with it. Drew Perrin tries to get Ethan. Ethan making a move in. Ethan still bouncing around. Ethan. Oh, I don't know about that. Looks like Ethan Lafont kind of was taken out by the Billerica defender, but no call. Billerica goalie picks it up, and play will go on. Just under 8 minutes left here. And they're going to get called for the kick over the 50-yard line. So Drew Perrin with it. Drew Perrin looking for the turn. Sends it wide over to Steven Spofford. Steven kicks it in and right to the Billerica goalie. Alex Killian with it. Nice play there by Alex. Alex makes a nice turn over to Elliot Hayes. Elliot Hayes sends it up, stolen by Billerica. Michael Killian almost had it. Lachlan Forgan with it. Lachlan with some speed up the middle. He definitely fouled by the Billerica defender all over him. Number 5, Brian Jones, only a freshman. It'll be a kick for Chelmsford. 6:45 here left in the game. Good opportunity here for Chelmsford to do something with it. Chelmsford's definitely had the run of play, I would say, for the last 15 or 20 minutes with some tremendous opportunities. And Seamus Doherty sends it in. Defended well by Billerica. Lachlan Forgan. Seamus Doherty blocked by Billerica. Ball still bouncing around. Ethan Lafont over to Drew Perrin. Drew trying to get in and kicked out of bounds by Billerica. It'll be a corner kick for Chelmsford. Chelmsford all over Billerica here. Trying to get that go-ahead goal with about 6 minutes left. Ball gets sent into the box. And will go long. Steven Spofford tries to save it, but the ball will go out of bounds, and it'll be a Billerica kick in. Just under 6 minutes left here. All right. Just over 5 minutes left. Chelmsford again with the kick. Seamus Doherty sends it in. Defended by Billerica. Billerica just clears it. Billerica just clearing it up and hoping for an opportunity. Jeremy Hargett with it. Ball bouncing. Number 3 gets it for Billerica. Sends it up to number, and still with it, number 17 for Billerica. Nice play by Jeremy Hargett. And they got to call a foul on Chelmsford in a dangerous spot with about 4.5 minutes here left in the game. I saw there was a little contact there, didn't see the whole thing, but I think that ref's been consistent all night in terms of calling pretty much anything. So Billerica will get a kick from a dangerous spot. Oh, just wide. Chelmsford gets lucky there. Goal kick by Nick Perrin. Nick sends it up. Steven Spofford gets it over to Seamus Doherty. Seamus sends it up to Ethan Lafont. Ethan with some speed. Ethan cutting wide over to Drew Perrin. Drew with it. And they're calling it offside. Oh boy. I didn't see that. Not sure about that, but About 3 minutes left here. Billerica kicks it long. Ball go out of bounds. It'll be Chelmsford ball. Alex Killian will take the kick in over to Jeremy Hargett. Jeremy just sends it up to Ethan LaFont. Ethan looking over to Stephen Spofford. Stephen making a turn. It's going to get called for the foul. 2.5 minutes left here. Billerica with the kick. Ball defended by Chelmsford. Elliot Hayes just kicks it up. Seamus Doherty over to Stephen Spofford. And Stephen shoots it up. And ball go out of bounds and be a Billerica ball. 2 minutes left in the game. With the kick in, Billerica just trying to send it long at this point. Elliot Hayes steps up, and Billerica's just going to clear it down. Jeremy Hargett with 2 Billerica defenders on him. Lachlan Forgan over to Alex Killian. Alex over to Ethan. Ethan loses it to Seamus Doherty. Elliot Hayes over to Danny Krigman. Danny Krigman sends it up. Stolen by Billerica. Billerica just kicks it up. Alex Killian with it. Alex over to Stephen Spofford. Stephen Spofford just sends it up to Ethan LaFont. A lot of contact there, but this referee not calling anything. Over to Michael Killian. Michael with the shot. Oh, nice save. Oh, yes, we have a goal. Drew Perrin with about 30 seconds left in the game puts the ball away. And Chelmsford takes the 2-1 lead on senior night here in Chelmsford. Ball was loose. Drew just put it in. Goalie made the initial save. And what a great way to finish the night for Chelmsford here if they can hold it for the last 30 seconds. Drew Perrin. Billerica just sends it up.
Chelsea goal, number 13, Drew Perrin.
Ball bouncing around. Billerica just sends it long. Nick Perrin comes out. At this point, we'll just hold on to it. Time just about up here. Whistle should blow any second, depending on how much additional time they add. Nick just takes the kick, kicks it up over to Stephen Spofford. Drew Perrin sends it long. Billerica again just kicks it forward. Alex Killian kicks it up, and there's the whistle, and Chelmsford wins. Chelmsford wins 2-1 on senior night. What a great way to finish with the Drew Perrin with the game-winning goal.